right? We're not going to do our best thinking when we're in crisis mode. But we don't have to if we have already used our resources in advance to come up with that plan B or that plan C. Michael Phelps, like incredible athlete, right? This is something that he and his coach have routinely incorporated into their training. Back in 2008, he was hot for the first time on the international stage. It was the Beijing Olympics. Michael Phelps was on the brink of doing something that no one else in the history of the Olympic Games has ever done, which is win 8 gold medals in a single Olympiad. At the time of this story, he had already won 7, and he had just the 200 fly in front of him before he could do what no one else has ever done, win the 8th gold medal. And the fly is his thing, right? This should have been easy, like a no-brainer. He's going to win this. He's going to break Olympic history. As soon as he dove into the pool, his goggles started to leak. And by the time he had done 3 lengths of the pool, he just had to flip around and come back to the starting line / finish line, back to the edge. By the time that happened, his goggles were completely filled with water and he was swimming blind. I would have panicked. I would have sunk to the bottom of the pool. I wouldn't have even been in the pool, to be honest. Like, I'm not a swimmer, definitely not going to be in the Olympics, but for him, he didn't. It wasn't a moment of panic like it probably would have been for nearly every other person in that situation, because he had foreshadowed that kind of possible failure. He had imagined that obstacle hitting him in advance, and not even just imagined it, but practiced it. What will we do? He routinely practiced swimming with his goggles not fully secured on his face. His coach notoriously would rip the goggles off of his head, smash them on the ground for maybe dramatic effect or something, so that he didn't even have any goggles possible to grab as he's in practice. So because he had foreshadowed that possibility and the solution, if my goggles start to leak, then I will do, in his case, start counting my strokes, then I'll make it through. He knew exactly how many strokes it would take from him to get from one end of the pool to the other. He started counting his strokes. He won that race, the 200 fly. He won his 8th gold medal, and he'd go on to win 15 more in his career.